A minus is pretty good. Just saying.
Look,
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 50 days.
you can do better, okay? That's all I'm saying.
All
All
testing
right.
candidates in the Aperture Science Extended
Hmm.
Relaxation Center
See, there's
must
a
undergo a
slight delay
periodic for a mandatory physical and
between
mental wellness exercise.
Bill and
You
Lambo.
will hear a buzzer.
That's not a
Um.
big deal. Like, it's gonna get worse from loads anyway.
Yeah. But anyways,
You will hear a buzzer
Yeah.
when you hear
Bill.
Welcome to the speed run.
Mhm. We have Bill Play 3,
This completes the
a
genetic
Brazilian
for
runner, from
mandatory
what I
physical
know.
and mental wellness
His
Yeah, I
time, his
believe so.
PB's 110.19. We have LamboLord24, an American runner. His PB is 112.18.
You will hear a buzzer.
Who,
So
Hear the buzzer.
who you
bit of a
going
difference.
for in this race? Which one of
Hmm.
these two?
I have to say Lambo because even though he's
Mm-hmm.
about 2 minutes behind in his PB, he hasn't done any runs in over a year or about a year.
Yeah.
And he has a better CM ranking or individual level ranking for those who don't know. So
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trusted in Bill. You know,
yeah, yeah.
he's
I mean,
definitely a gamer.
yeah. Bill. It could also be that Bill's more consistent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Could be that.
Hmm.
you want you want to talk about like some of the category stuff, like what category we're playing and all that?
Oh, so the category that we're playing. Okay, so okay. I didn't expect to see Gonzo in bed. It would have been
Big
funnier
time.
for yeah. It would have been funnier if it was over the dent in the bed. But
Yeah, yeah.
anyways, this category is called no SLA, which means no save load abuse. And what that means is that you can save load, but you can't use it to. So, like, you might use it if you mess up a trick or you want to reset from some position to, redo a trick. But you can't use it to, like, do certain glitches, like super reportal. There's out of bounds clipping that you can do with saving and loading, and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one thing that's pretty interesting, in
The
this rule
category. The other
changes.
thing about the category.
Mhm. What was that? Oh, also inbounds.
Am I
This is in. Yeah, thank you. So obviously
inbounds? Yeah, that's.
that obviously means not out of bounds. Because thanks Kachow for that. Just kidding. Insensitive. So, uh, what was I gonna say? I don't even remember. Maybe it wasn't that.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, we're on container ride. The container is riding, or we are riding in the container.
Not yet. They haven't
I
even
mean,
said Apple. Okay,
yes,
actually,
they
one of
did.
them said Apple.
Yeah,
Okay, Apple's been said. Never mind. We are riding.
yeah.
Might be behind. I'm having some stream lag.
Ah, I see. Stream lag, huh? Happens
Yeah,
to the best
yeah.
of us.
All I'm saying is just don't get ahead of yourself, okay? We got a container. We got a.
Got a container and a ride. It's pretty simple.
I don't look. Simple's relative. It's hard for me to understand, to be honest with you.
Like simple, the CS:GO player.
Sure, why not?
Okay. Do you follow Counter Strike?
I used to. I used to. I went to IEM Sydney last year. That was cool. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
that was a fun event.
Yeah, I remember watching most of that. It's a good tournament.
I think I got like at least one free shirt there, so basically paid for itself.
Nice. Hmm. I
Yeah.
recently played again through Container Ride. Like, it's really been a while since even since I did speedruns Container Ride, and just looking at all the detail, there's a lot of just stuff. There's a lot of visual information to take in. I think it's very well
It
made.
is.
Yeah.
It's a good ride. Hold on. Give me a 20 seconds, okay? I'm gonna do some stuff. I'm gonna try and get myself to have a not lagging stream, okay?
All right. Good idea.
Cover for make funny jokes while I'm gone.
Okay. Dang it. Okay, I'm thinking of a funny joke. Why did the chicken cross the road to get the other side? Oh wow, that one
However,
cracks me
currently
up.
experiencing technical
Wow.
difficulties due to circumstances of potentially
Whew!
apocalyptic significance beyond
That
our
was pretty
control.
good.
However, thanks
Let's
to
see. Can I
emergency
think of
testing
any more?
protocols, testing can continue
Thanks
safely
for the
and
jokes,
affordably,
Kess. That was
providing
Yeah.
instructional and
that was
motivational
great.
support so that science can
Let's see if
Oh,
survive,
it fixed
oh,
it.
even in the
yeah.
event of
Oh,
an
here's another
unprecedented
one.
social,
Uh
What did
huh.
economic,
one lawyer say to the other lawyers?
The
What
We
portable
are
did they
both
say?
LamboLord
lawyers. They
emergency
said
testing
that we are both
Oh,
starts in
lawyers.
3,
Yeah, that's what they said.
2, 1.
it's a good one.
Yeah.
They're bee hopping right now. They're
Yes.
also going. We'll explain that in a second. The first thing is though they're going to be timing a little bit of a dialogue skip going through those doors. You see how Bill just waited a second before going through that to make sure that he was able to go through the door as a certain dialogue played. Cut off that dialogue and played the end of level dialogue a little bit earlier, about 7 seconds, I want to say.
Something like that, I'm sure. Anyways,
Yeah,
mostly neck and neck in terms of their pace, although it's literally the first chamber. Not sure why I'm establishing that so early, but might as well.
literally two necks.
Hmm. Like a
Yeah.
Hydra that hasn't been cut down yet. Or I know a
Ooh,
Hydra has more, obviously, but
I think it's 3 to start, isn't it?
uh, I'm not sure actually.
I don't know. I don't know my mythology very well.
Yeah, I have some decent Greek mythology knowledge, but it's not excellent. I like there's some stories I haven't read. I haven't read Jason and the Argonauts. I only know a summary. Uh, Jason dies at the end. Sorry for the spoilers. Well, I'm not sure if
What
it's at
the
the end, but
hell?
I'm sorry, dude.
Aww.
I know. Yeah, I know you're looking to read that. Sorry.
Dude, I know that's a relatively new. Okay, I can't believe you spoiled it for me.
All sorts of
Okay,
spoilers are going to be happening during this stream.
it's true. Anyway, you see how they're jumping up and down there, Kess? You
Yep.
know what that is?
I wonder what could that be.
It's bee hopping, you fool.
Now
Do
that
you-
you mention it, it does look like bunny hopping. Ah. Uh,
yeah.
yeah. So bunny hopping is basically the skill based movement mechanic in this game that allows you to move through the game as fast as possible. Um, Specifically, it allows you to move much faster than the walking speed, 175 units per second. In one jump, you can get past 300 units per second, which is pretty handy. One thing that's interesting about Portal 2 movement is that you lose the ability to curve in the air after 300 units per second. Um, and so that means that most of the time you're moving in straight lines. However, this isn't the end of Portal 2 bunny hopping, since you're able to slow down and make turns, and you can linearly accelerate. So you still have a lot of options in terms of how you move, even when you're past 300 units per second. So I think it's a pretty deep mechanic. I mean, just like bunny hopping in most games, a lot to master.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm migrating off my laptop while we're speaking, so
Oh, advanced. That's some advanced gamer stuff right there.
it is. I'm literally my computer is booting up, and
Hmm.
hopefully there are windows open and there's blinds flopping, and it's scaring me. I'm incredibly frightened. Hold me, Kess.
Are you not frightened by the death trap that is Australia, spiders and snakes and whatnot? Massive spiders,
No.
as I've seen.
There's some cool lizards outside. I've posted a few pictures of them. They're cool. They're my lizard
Hmm.
bros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was this
Oh.
one time where Kluger, another Australian, linked me like, "Hey, here's this picture of this huntsman spider." Like that, like was that, I don't know if it was outside or it was just something in Australia. I'm like, no, thank you.
Nah, huntsmans are cool. Huntsmans don't even like they don't bite you. They're good.
Oh,
Like
okay, yeah. Oh, that's fine then.
yeah, they just eat flies. They don't even make webs. They're the coolest spiders.
Yeah. I mean, what's weird is that when I was a kid, I used to like spiders. They used to be my favorite organism, but now I don't really like them that much. So I'm not sure what happened. I think I asked my mother why I did, and she said it was because I like how they move, and it is sort of cool. But anyways, both participants on Future Starter.
Testing is the future, and the future
Oh.
starts with you.
Bill play first try getting the button stick. Pretty cool.
Good work getting this far.
Don't see that every day. You only see that on Thursdays. Well, not only, I suppose, because it is a Friday. Unless you're weird and live in Australia. That's Saturday.
To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been
Hello. I'm back.
Welcome back.
I have returned.
Mhm.
Oh, I can't hear again. Oh,
Yeah,
what?
I'm going to switch the audio to LamboLord24.
To disengage myself from my management rail, or I would die.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So we can see LamboLord24 ahead on secret panel, about to do Wheatley skip. Usually you plug Wheatley into a wall, but you'll see and shoot a portal across the room and wait for Wheatley to fall into that blue portal.
Alright, going on 3 just gives you too much time to think about it. Let's go on.
Yeah, it's Saturday for weird people.
Ooh, I'm here. It's Saturday. That's true.
Uh-huh.
I don't. He said after it's Saturday.
Oh, I said for weird people, but that was a little joke.
Oh, okay, it's fine. You know, I don't really care what you call me, Mr. Kess.
Mr. Kess. Good thing you
Yeah.
include the honorifics, or else there would have been problems. I mean, probably not. Anyways, LamboLord ahead. Right, probably because of loads, but he does look like his movement's a little better. Although neither of these guys are noobs when it comes to bunny hopping, so decent movement all around.
Careful with the language there, Kess. We're getting into some hurtful words.
Hey, you can't dampen my freedom. Okay.
I can and I will.
That's honestly, that's not right, and you know that it's not right.
It might not be right, but I don't care. I don't give a heck. Yeah, that's right. Don't dampen my freedom of movement. I mean, freedom of speech. That one. Movement.
Yeah.
I was looking at the movement there. You see, Bill. He's jumping. That's some moving.
Yes.
They are in fact bee hopping.
Yes, Tor_Tuga. They're bee hopping. It's a sight to see.
You could say that they're just hopping.
Shut your mouth. Don't even.
Was that wake up at his ass?
No. I wouldn't say movement 100. I'd say movement like 70.
All right, Mr. Bee hop elitist over here.
What's so wrong with being a bee hop elitist?
I just don't think there's anything good about it, and you know what? I don't like you and your bee hop maps.
Have you even played them actually?
I played the ones from the Extra Life.
Oh, what'd you think?
There was the one where the portable surfaces that weren't meant to be portable existed.
No. Did you try them after they were updated?
No, probably not.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, there was the one where you could just portal to the end. That one was pretty cool.
Yeah, they've all been fixed from that. Although I included download links to the old maps, so you can still play your demo if you subscribe to the map on the workshop. But yeah, I've been there's been an idea of an event on April 19th, I believe, which is the day that Portal 2 came out, for an anniversary event, and I've been thinking about making just one B-Hop map for that, for like another B-Hop map race, and it would just be 1 instead of 3.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty interesting.
That would be. It'd be cool to do something on Portal 2's birthday.
Yeah.
God, why is my internet still not working? This is not good, Kess.
I once heard that Australian internet classically is pretty bad. So it could be that.
That's a true statement, but it shouldn't be this bad.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope that you can resolve this issue, because it'd be, you're one half of the commentary duo. An important
It's true.
piece. Yes.
Yeah, I am the most important piece.
Oh, it's April 8th. Wait, is it 18th or 19th?
It'll be 19th for me, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's 19th. Yeah, it's the 19th. Yeah.
It's probably 20th for me then. No.
Actually, it was actually the PAL region, the PAL region. It was released on the 21st.
Really?
Yep.
Dang.
Which includes Australia.
Yeah, Australia is PAL, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But that means it was probably like 20. Wait, so you said it was 20th for normal? Or what did you say? I don't remember.
It was 19th for NA and I think EU as well, and then the 21st for PAL region.
I'm pretty sure EU is PAL.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Let me just read the Wikipedia entry. Asia, Africa, Europe, South America, and Oceania. Okay, so NA 19th. Everywhere else, which I suppose PAL region.
Hey, Japan is not PAL.
Let's see. That's correct. Also, the only reason I know what the PAL region, well, not the only reason, but one of the reasons why I know what the PAL region is another Australian, the Pro Jamer, talking to me about versions of Sonic Adventure 2 on the GameCube.
Yeah.
An excellent game, of course. Not this game that's being raced right now, but still, another one of my favorites.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should have had some communication with Jammer, since I know he's in like the ASM Discord, but he also did not communicate to me at all when I was doing a run at ASM at PAX. So, I don't know. I don't know. He seems famous for his what are they? Wii party.
Wii party tasses. Yeah, he's mainly a tasser, which is cool.
Yeah, Wii party tasses there. Interesting.
Yeah, quite interesting. One thing that you'll see interesting, you viewers at home, is that each of these players have 2 different portal gun skins, and that's something that you can do. Just well, if you check in our Discord under the help channel, there's a resource pin made by a runner named by the name of MSushi100.
Mr. Sushi.
Yep. His old name used to be MGrandpa8, and that's when he was a wee lad playing Portal 2. It's very young.
Very small.
Yes.
Now he's 8 years old.
He's how much he's grown is a little ridiculous. Now, where does time go? My goodness.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you weren't around during that time, but you've
I was not.
You understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it.
I've talked. I've seen some old content.
Yeah.
As well.
Looks like we're about to see. Looks like we're not about to see Lambo do Wetmaker, although he does an interesting variation where he throws the cube up on the platform and then does the normal Wetmaker route, but without.
Yeah.
It looks like he's auto-saved into the gel.
That's Wetmaker Junior right there, my good friends. That's it's a easier version of Wetmaker. I guess you are listening to me. By the way, you want to explain what a reportal is?
So when you're in a portal and then you shoot another portal on a vertical wall or a ceiling, what's the word? You get pushed out of the portal that you're in. And so we can use that to our advantage. If you place the color of the portal that you're falling into or going through on a vertical wall or surface or angled panel that's more than 45 degrees, then you'll get pushed. Then some speed will be added, and there are a number of routes that are only possible because we can do this. We have this extra speed that we can play with. So
another thing you've just seen is Lambo's put his camera right on that button. That's the trigger at the end of level dialogue earlier. The camera, the button basically just doesn't check whether it's a cube on top of it, so you put the camera on it, it triggers the end of level dialogue, and you can just go grab the cube, put that on it, and the dialogue's pretty much finished as you get to the end of the level.
Looks like Bill's frozen.
That's unfortunate. Hopefully he will be unfrozen soon.
Uh-huh. Also, Esrold or Srold, I don't know how to pronounce her name exactly, but I do agree Wetmaker is a bad name, or rather, it isn't that good. I don't know. I thought that I would. I mean, might as well call it CM route, although I don't
No,
know.
we should use the correct terminology here.
There should
All
just be a
right.
better name, really.
We should, we should call all tricks by their normally used names. Dane Skip,
No,
Stepdad.
Stepdad is not so bad, but
Oh, okay, you don't have a problem with it. Actually, I do have a problem with Dane Skip as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like that.
I mean, it skips Jerry, so I call it James. Jerry Skip. I said J. I combined them.
It's actually known as Jerryless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jerryless. I see.
Yeah.
But
I don't know why, but
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Fun fact about this game is you used to actually be able to do portals from floor to floor. So you used to be able to shoot a portal on a floor and be able to get a reportal from that. But that was patched out during the patch that they added in CM. So that's no longer possible. Luckily, there's not many, if any, routes that are exclusively able to use that.
Yeah. Luckily, most of the routes that we have, or most of the tricks that we have, are still viable, and they have been from day one.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think that's about the only thing that's relevant that's been patched. Yeah.
Yeah. Although there have been a couple things that have been broken, like demo smoothing, which allows you to make smooth cam paths through demos. But because of Nexus or Nex making source auto record, that has been fixed. But
yeah. Thanks, Nex.
Yeah. Best mod. And that's not even a joke.
Lambo. Doing non-CM strat. What a nerd.
And
I don't know.
Like cleanly getting through pit flings. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I don't know how far behind I am. Pit flings, you see another use of reportals, by the way. That was a 3 reportal, so it was triple reportal.
Yep.
LamboLord on ceiling catapult. He's doing what's double dialogue skip.
Yeah. Do you want to explain dialogue skip?
I will explain dialogue skip, thank you very much.
Sorry.
It's alright. There's a trigger in the air there, and you gotta hit that trigger 3 separate times to get the dialogue that you need. So there's one dialogue, GLaDOS speaks for a while, then you fling up again, and then there's another dialogue, then you fling up again, and then GLaDOS moves the ceiling down, you can actually use it. By hitting the trigger once, then crouching, so your head no longer is touching the trigger, hitting the trigger again, then moving the entire way through the trigger, and then back down, and as your head just leaves the trigger, uncrouching for another time, you're able to hit the trigger 3 times in one fling, allowing you to skip probably 20-30 seconds of dialogue. It's pretty significant.
Indeed.
Hold on a few seconds, Mr. Kess.
All right.
Cover for me. I'll be back. Tell him a funny joke.
All right. Here's a funny joke. Wilbo. Ooh, that was good.
Look at you, sailing through the air majestically, like an eagle, piloting a blimp.
Why did you bet on Lambo? I think betting on Lambo is the right choice, to be honest. Although we'll have to see how good his late game is. He does seem to have a pretty good early game. He is a top 20 overall challenge mode runner. Let's see. Let's be precise, though. Let's see what it is. What place he is. He's ranked 12 overall. And in single player, which is this, he is ranked 13. So, not bad. Bill Play 3, however, is not even within top 40. Now, that's not to say that you can judge a player's skill entirely by their placement on iVerb or individual level leaderboards. There are people who only do, who mostly do full game runs rather than individual level runs or challenge runs.
Somebody say full game runs?
Yes, and that somebody was me. and not
Wow.
the CS:GO the Chinese CS:GO player who's called somebody.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wait, personally?
No, no, no. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry for the debate.
Wow.
I meant I am aware of the name.
Yeah. Can I get a debated in the chat?
Yeah. I don't know. Are there any pro players that I know personally? I've spoken to like a few of the Australian pros. I played a game with who like Malta and a few
Oh yeah,
pros.
that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I played it.
I've played with.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've
No,
played
no, no.
with. Oh, dang it! All right, you go, and then I go.
Okay, I was gonna say. I don't know. I actually beat Malta in a pub, so
Is that a soda?
that was a soda.
Okay. Yeah, I used to play somewhat often, not often, but a number of times with Jetwash and a Australian semi-pro turned caster, who's now sort of retired from casting, called Kareth. And also, Bill Play has died on Bridge Intro. I think it's one of the easiest maps to die on. Happens to the best of us.
So something that's unfortunate about a lot of portal surfaces in a lot of places in the game is you could just shoot a portal onto white surface and it'll just fizzle. And I don't know if that's what happened because I've got like 4 frames a second, but it might have.
That is not that common, I don't think.
It happens to me a lot. I'll tell you that.
I see.
I might just be bad though, so who knows?
Let's see. Well, it looks like Bill plays ahead, so I'm going to switch to him. He just finished his bridge intro. Well, I think what happened is that Lambo was losing a ton of time on Ricochet. It's a very easy map to lose time on. Just one of those maps.
Yeah, because each attempt at Ricochet takes like probably 5 seconds at least. You know, if you mess it up repeatedly, the time starts stacking up. You've got to, load back. And generally, because loading back is a relatively new thing in Portal 2, because for relatively recently it was a single segment category.
Yeah.
So a lot of players aren't used to loading back and then having to do the same thing again from a certain point.
Yep.
It makes them uncomfortable and they mess up tricks more often once they've done that.
Depends on the player, but you're generally correct.
Yeah. I wasn't saying universally. I was just saying it's a common thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. In terms of Counter-Strike players, I think the best player that I know personally is a guy called Faz. He played like the tier like off the top tier in Australian CS. So like, yeah.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah. I've run into like pro players like ESCA pugs, but I mean I suppose it's not really special. I mean lots of people have done that. But anyways.
Cool.
So oh okay. LamboLord resetting on Bridge the Gap.
I can see. I could. So
He gets the route first try. Go ahead.
no. I was just about to talk about how I can't watch this. I've got 4 frames. I could see the button though. I could tell you that he was on Bridge the Gap. Is what I was saying.
Oh, I see. Yeah. It looks like overall, in terms of technique, Bill Play is a slower player, but it also looks like he has more consistency.
Yeah, he does less of the suck, as they say.
Yes, he does much less of the suck. Yes, much less of the suck. Yeah, LamboLord is making a number of errors that might be thought of as characteristic of CM runners, or rather, it's a little bit unpolished because, of course, in challenge mode or in individual level runs, you only have to do a very hard trick once, and you only have to get a good run once. Whereas you obviously have to be more concerned with the quality of your run long term in a full game run.
Yeah. It's certainly a criticism later a lot of CM players, even ones that don't necessarily deserve that criticism, and ones that are like are consistent enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, more consistent than like most SS runners, for example. Like Zypei is actually a very consistent player, and people just constantly make fun of him.
Well, I mean, he sort of says that he is. I mean, he says himself that he is inconsistent, and I mean, what's the word? I think like I think I know what he means when he says that. I mean, if you watch him play, he isn't. What's the word? I mean, he still makes he makes mistakes that say someone like Kane Even doesn't make, because Kane Even is remarkably consistent.
I don't think that's fair, but because like he's can't even.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's like saying, you know, I mean Crimson is also very consistent from what I've seen. So is Xenornicus. You know.
Crimson cheats, and Xenornicus is dead.
You cheat.
Okay, I can't. You can't tell them that.
Oops. Sorry. Ignore that. Ignore that, guys. Anyways.
Yeah. So at least we're on the same map now. By the way, that's a fun.
Yeah. Looks like I can't eat chips while I'm commentating. I'll probably be too loud of a crunch. Yeah.
Don't tell anybody. I was actually eating. Ooh.
Well, eating is fine as long as it's not loud, and as long as you can. I mean, there have been times when there was a time when I was casting with Jetwash that I was having one of my favorite desserts in recent history, honey bun covered in melted chocolate.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Did we explain the elevators?
You did, or you explained dialogue, but actually, since I have to go to the bathroom, it'd be a good idea for you to do that, and I'll be back.
Oh boy, it's me alone here, and I can't really see what's going on the screens, but soon enough, you'll see one player get to an elevator, and when they do, they'll be waiting before the elevator, and you might be thinking, well, why would you wait there? That seems unoptimal. Why would you wait? Well, Mr. Viewer of the Twitch stream, that is because by waiting before entering the elevator, you can ensure that you get a better fade out of the level. So the level only ends when the dialogue is finished and the elevator reaches certain points in the shaft or the very bottom of the shaft. The majority of the time, you're not going to be reaching the very bottom of the shaft if you just enter immediately. So you just want to be timing your entrance so that way you're getting into the elevator so that way you'll get into the elevator at a point where when the dialogue finishes, you'll be entering the trigger to change the level. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. We're coming on to Column Blocker, I think, hopefully. And first section of this map is pretty straightforward, not much to it. But once we get out of that, we're going to see something cool. Some unique speed tech. And the important thing to note about the elevators, and what I said, is for the most part, the triggers in the elevator shaft are based on elevator position, not player position. An exception to that rule is on this map here, on Column Blocker. So there's a cutscene that plays during the elevator, so you're always going to be fading out at the same point. It's just a set trigger that's a change level trigger, and it's on the player. So what that means is we can do a newly discovered clip through an elevator shaft that hopefully you're going to see the players do now. I can't tell. And that clip basically is called Jerry Skip, because you skip the cutscene with Jerry the nanobot.
Mm-hmm.
And Lambo didn't do it because he's bad.
Did Bill do it?
Bill did do it. So the way it works is you just move in a specific way and crouch, and somehow you clip through the elevator. I think that's about all the information.
Yep. I don't know a massive amount about Jerry Skip, but as far as I know, you just have to position yourself in a specific way, and then you are able to clip through the bottom of the elevator.
Supposedly, it has been executed by Zypei without crouching, but I'm unable to verify that claim.
Yeah. One thing that we see on laser chaining from a runner like Can't Even is using the zoom function to line up the cubes and lasers, or to do it accurately, and it doesn't lose that much time. And there's obviously time you save from meddling around, messing around with the cubes in order to get them
Yeah.
aligned properly.
The reason the Khan even really does that though is because he does do the CM route where you don't have the laser for the first one.
Yeah, that's true.
Good. That's right. The facility
But,
is
yeah.
complete. I think these test chambers look even better
Yeah,
than they
we
did
see
before.
Bill Play going for technically,
You just have to
or going
look
for a
at these
dialogue skip with
objectively
the
to
laser.
see what you don't
If you
need
activate
anymore.
all 3 lasers twice, I believe you skip some dialogue. Or you
Yeah.
activate some dialogue early, rather.
Yeah, so you see how they're just flicking the cube around. That's doing what's called laser switch glitch.
Hmm.
When you switch a laser from one receptacle to another, it stays open for a short amount of time. So if you move between all 3 very, very quickly, you can get it to open the door. And if the door is triggered to open for like even 1 tick, if you're holding up against it, it will open fully and let you through.
And I believe that's to prevent players from getting crushed in the door.
That's true.
And what's going on? Who turned off the lights?
Yeah.
Oh, Bill Play missing the skip on jailbreak. Actually, he didn't fall
That's
in.
unfortunate.
He didn't fall properly, and that gives Lambo some time, a little bit of time to catch up. We'll see in the next 3 or 4 maps or at the end of chapter 4 and the beginning of chapter 5, which is around this section, that these maps are mostly movement based, so we'll get to see the extent of their movement, how good they are in that respect, for the next few maps, which should be interesting.
What is that yellow text?
I'm not sure. It didn't look like he activated cheats, but
Nah, but that's not the SP cheats text. I don't know what that one is. He might just have a bind to say something. Who knows?
okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
LamboLord nearly dying on escape. Big oof.
That's unfortunate, or nearly unfortunate.
Yep. Both of them, or neither of them, going for the CM skip. Understandable. It's really not standard to go for it.
They lost a second. It's over.
Yep. It's time to pack it up. Both of these guys are
One
losers.
full second. So, well, let me check some things out very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
That way we can get a bit more information about this match.
Yeah. While you're checking that out, I have a recommendation to people who eat Doritos, which is, or what I do is I crush them in a bag and then eat them with a spoon. And I think it's an optimal way to eat Doritos since you don't get the dust, the cheese dust on the artificial cheese dust on your fingers. I think it's a efficiency in many ways. And what you see, if you're paying attention, then you just saw LamboLord's screen light up. What is this cheating, you may ask? Well, in full game runs, due to a rule change, probably a few weeks ago at this point, you are wow, that movement's so bad. And you're allowed to use the commands Matte Ambient Light, which allows you to increase the ambient light of in RGB values. So basically, what it allows you to do is make rooms brighter that are dark, or make rooms appear to be brighter. This is particularly useful for people with dark monitors who find it hard to see in maps like Turret Factory, which you're watching both runners b-hop through right now.
Yeah, Dark Monitor Gang.
Excuse me?
Dark Monitor Gang, dude. I'm just...
Wait, what are those words that you just spoke? I didn't understand what you said.
Dark Monitor Gang, okay?
Oh,
I'm saying.
okay.
We're a family with Dark Monitors, okay? This is...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. There we
Nice.
go. There we go. We got it. We got it. Third try. I don't know if that's me speaking, my mic, my internet, who knows? I'm gonna blame it on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I take zero responsibility is the important thing.
So to answer your question, PJS_winning. Technically, Bill is ahead in time, but I think because of loads and perhaps maybe some stream lag that we just didn't see, they appear to be in sync.
Yeah. The other thing, some information about this race that we're watching is this is a round 2 race, so this is the second round of the winners bracket. This is the winner of this race will go on to face Paroculus, who's seated 4th. He's got a very good PB, but I think he's pretty rusty these days.
I put the bracket in the chat.
I think the loser is, give me a second, is playing against somebody who I've never heard of. I've never heard of that person. I'm incredibly sorry.
Understandable. Let's see.
Who is seated 50-somethingth, so...
50-something. Loser of 32 plays... Hold up.
And just quickly, they also did something you saw that's called turret fly. By flying... By basically, the turret that you hold has no collision with yourself, but it has a collision with other objects. You can use it. So that way it just picks up the other turret under its legs, and because you're holding it, they keep on colliding with each other and lifting each other up, and you just get boosted up high enough to strafe over and reach platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, we've seen some fairly standard movement. Nothing excellent from either runner. A few movement, although as I was paying more attention to Lambo, a few minor movement mistakes from him. That will cost him some time. But nothing out of the ordinary in terms of most of the people that have done runs in this tournament. Actually, it's more so out of the ordinary for people to have excellent movement.
Yeah.
Or at least consistent movement. And of course, I suppose when we say consistency, we mean consistency of their performance, consistency of good performance in maps between runs.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So, LamboLord. So yeah.
You also You also just saw a shot through a door by LamboLord. The door doesn't exist. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay, well it exists, but it doesn't exist for portals.
Suppose, yeah, makes sense. I mean, or maybe it's just a window. I mean, I'm not sure how much you can shoot through the. I mean, you can shoot through the glass, but is it also?
I'm 99% sure. It's the door. I'm pretty sure. I think the window's just easy. I could be wrong about that, but
yeah. See Lambo looking at the glowy cube. I think I mean, what's the word? Lambo is ahead in terms of the display, so I'm gonna switch to him.
Real time, he's ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just do that. He is of course in Tube Ride, riding in a tube.
Yeah, there's a lot of rides in this game. There's a container ride.
I mean, there are literally two, but you know.
A tube ride. Hey, 2 is more than most games have. How many rides are there in Portal 1, huh? Yeah.
There might be.
Ever think about
that?
Oh yeah, there's that tube ride actually. Yeah, Portal 1 does have a tube ride. I forgot about that.
And then there's one that's part of the last chamber, in the chamber of the testing track, but it isn't as much of a ride. Like it's part of the puzzle.
Oh, that's a platform, you know. Platforms are.
Yeah. Also, we see Bill play hilariously doing plus left.
Haha. Plus left, am I right? Funny.
Ha 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 ha!
Good one. Are we gonna see the Zanera Optima?
No, it looks like we didn't see the Zanera optimization. People are just...
Zanera single-handedly revolutionized this map.
Correct. He has rank 2 on core.
It's true. Rank 2.club. That was a joke right there.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I know.
Oh,
I thought it
good.
was funny. I just laughed internally.
Ah.
I mean, there's no way you could have known, of course. Bill play not going for the Zanera optimization. Sorry. Oh wait. So I've been wondering about Bill Play 3's portal gun texture the whole time. It looked a little weird, and as I recall, it's actually the Sonic. It's like a image of like Sonic beholding a ring, and it's it's or it'd be too tedious for me to explain the origins of the meme, but it is a meme.
Haha, funny.
You didn't have to you didn't have to say it like that. I mean, come on.
I was being entirely serious.
Hey, don't lie.
What? I found it very amusing. I wouldn't lie, mostly.
Yeah. I hope not.
That's funny. I don't feel
Yeah, so this section of the run's basically a lot of cutscene,
Mhm.
which is pretty nice because, like, you know, you're about like halfway through the run. You've been playing for like 30 minutes ish, 35 minutes ish, and you get a bit of a break. You get to calm down. You can go grab a drink at a few points if you need to. You know,
Maybe if you have
Maybe
like
you
a
need
mini
it.
fridge right next to you or something. You know,
dude, you could just walk to. I walk to my kitchen to grab a drink all the time during this section. During Tube Ride, Longfall, even in this cutscene. Whew, there's so much time. You can also go to the toilet. Ooh, you can take a quick pee.
a quick pee. Yeah.
A pee break is necessary in some runs. Okay,
Well,
all I'm saying.
I mean, I suppose maybe if you've been hydrating, you know, and getting a
Hey,
proper
look,
fluids.
believe me, it will.
If you're not properly hydrating, I don't think you should be speedrunning at all.
Yeah, it's a
I
prerequisite.
think if you are not capable of keeping yourself properly hydrated, I have multiple hydration materials next to me. I have a water. I have a Coca-Cola. That's all my hydration material.
Coca-Cola's not really that hydrating.
I think I could hydrate off Coca-Cola.
If you insist.
All right, Mister the Kess underscore P2.
Yes.
Give me another 2 seconds, Kess.
1, 2. He's not back. He lied. Anyways, we see LamboLord jumping on top of the elevator, going for elevator skip, or as it is more popularly known in recent times, McPedro glitch. A silly name, but nothing too bad with it.
Did you say a funny joke while I was gone?
More or less.
Cool. Did you explain elevator skip while I was gone?
I mentioned it. I didn't really seem to need much explanation.
Yeah, you jump on an elevator.
Yeah, usually you
And-
would ride an elevator and then listen to a cutscene or be a part of a
To an
cutscene.
Yeah.
Where, and then the elevator would get smashed down into the hole below, and you would begin to ride. But you can land on top of the elevator and then jump down and airstrafe into the hole afterwards, or well, before that cutscene.
Nice. Yeah, so that gives about 2.5 minutes of cutscene, and
Yep. And because you can save load, if you miss it, you can attempt it multiple times. Previously, before no SLA, it was one and done. And
Sorry.
that was good or bad.
I just remember losing runs to missing elevator skip. It's the most embarrassing way to lose runs because it's literally just you've got like about like half a second of wiggle room. You just hold W and jump. And like the amount of runs that like I've lost to that is like at least 10.
That's not good. Although, how many runs have you done, in your estimation?
Before save loads?
Yep.
Probably about 800 attempts.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but a lot of those were like me resetting over and over in Container Ed because like I would go AFK, forget to do something. I would tab out, be like playing Minesweeper, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I've ever seriously played Minesweeper before. I haven't gotten a good handle on the game actually.
It's. Ooh, you okay? What was that sound? And I'm afraid Kess has died.
I accidentally unplugged my headset.
Same thing as dying, to be perfectly honest with you.
Sure. I was going to add something about adding a secret ingredient to the concoction, chemical X, but I couldn't fit it in. So, Powerpuff Girls references, not working yet.
Ooh, that's.
They will be working. I'll get them working.
I believe it.
Let's see.
I'm actually playing Minesweeper right now.
Nerd.
Hey,
Oh, what?
don't bully me.
That wasn't me.
Just
I didn't say anything.
Just because you can't play Minesweeper, Mr. Kess.
I thought you were about to say Mr. the Kess, and that would be pretty funny.
No. Oh, it was a 50-50, dude, and I had to pick one. It's over.
Yeah, it happens.
It's over. My Minesweeper's over.
Mhm.
Either way,
Yeah.
they're finished with cutscenes for the moment.
Yep. We see LamboLord failing to get in front of the big black door.
Get careful. Sorry, you're allowed to say that. My bad.
Say what?
The word black. I can't
Say
say
the
it.
word black. What's wrong with the word
I
black?
cannot. I cannot. It's illegal.
Maybe in Australia.
It is. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's depressing.
Yeah.
In a sense.
It's because I'm trying to think of a good joke here. Spiders are black. Haha. Spiders Australia. Ha. Got him.
Not all spiders are black.
That's my bad.
Not all spiders. Hashtag not all spiders.
There we go. We got it. We got it eventually.
Yeah.
Either way, we're on Cave Johnson. So the first thing you're gonna see is Lambo. He's lining up and he's doing a shot on a cliff.
Cliff shot.
Yeah. Basically, like, you just shoot a cliff that's super far away and it skips like a half of the map. It's they didn't expect you to be able to shoot it from there, so it's really stupid that you can. But hey, then the next thing you're gonna see is a scripter momentum, which basically there are certain gaps that the game wants to make sure that you can get across if you fling, because you wouldn't necessarily have the speed, but you can trigger it by just walking through at certain points. And then he adds in a reportal on top of that, so you get the scripter momentum plus a reportal. And if you do that correctly, you can get enough speed to not only get across to what you need to get over, get higher. And you see how there's a pipe over there? Well, what you're going to see is him tapping D at the right time, ramping off the pipe, and giving about another 20 seconds to getting to the end of the level earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a lot of people rate it as the hardest map in the run, which probably true.
Yeah. Probably
at least for doing standard route. Sorry.
Yeah. What do you think is the easiest map in the run?
Longfall.
Different.
Tube Ride.
Easiest map isn't Longfall or Tube Ride.
Probably Portal Carousel.
I'd say Laser Intro or Propulsion Flings.
You see, but Laser Intro, like, you can mess it up and lose like a significant amount of time. I think you'd have trouble messing up Portal Carousel and losing a significant amount of time.
I suppose.
Like, cause you mess up the fling on Laser Intro once, which can happen if you go in too high or too low.
Yeah.
Then you're losing like 9 seconds at that point.
Bill play.
I guess not with save loads actually, but
yeah,
sorry.
But Bill play getting the deflection off of the tube properly, with good speed on Cave Johnson. Just finishing it up now, and Lambo about to load on bomb flings, or bomby flings as Ken even calls it for a reason that I forgot.
He does a separate route. Bomby Flings is the route he does. This the one with like the little reportal to get up to the ledge. Yeah, Estoril, I don't believe there's a tutorial for the Cave Johnson reportal. I can make one after this race if you want one.
Good idea. It's always good to have tutorials for these sorts of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that reportal is harder, or the timing is more tricky than normal reportals.
Yeah, because you get the script momentum as you go through the portal, basically. It means you've only got the time. Yeah, you've only got the time on the other side of the portal. Like it's that timing.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Oh, on Repulsion Intro, Bill's having some trouble, but gets it eventually. Nice.
Yeah, there were a couple of things in Repulsion Intro that we didn't mention, but hey, too late now.
I suppose not. But one thing that's interesting is a button stick glitch or button glitch. How you do it is if you activate and deactivate a button on the same tick, then it stays activated. Or not all buttons. This is only for some buttons.
Not all buttons.
Yeah, we saw this in Future Starter earlier, where Bill Play, he seemed to jump on the button and slide off, and was able to open the door without placing a cube on it, and that's just another example of that glitch.
Yeah, and you see Lambo here. He's going through that portal repeatedly, and you saw him. He just went through the portal, and the glass broke. You might be wondering, why does that happen? Well, that was a voice crack. Do I have something to tell you?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
When you crouch for like a short amount of time, when you just finish your crouch, your hitbox gets ascended 2 units higher than it normally is into the air. You can use that to do certain things. So there, you stick your hitbox through that glass or through that box, and it breaks the glass for you. You also saw them do a bit of a fling, which involved turning off portal funneling, which is a mechanic that the game adds, so you'll always fall into the middle of portals. But it also means that you lose a lot of. Yeah, when you look into them, it also means that you lose a lot of your horizontal velocity, though. Mm-hmm. So it's important to turn that off to make that fling.
Lambo resetting on potatoes like a nerd. Just kidding. Oh, what happened?
I don't know. I about 4 frames a second still. I'm still.
No, I mean somebody slammed a door.
Oh, sorry. That was the door shutting next to me.
Oh, I see.
I'm very sorry. Well, it wasn't actually a slam. The door just shuts very loud. It's it's like slightly too big for its sockets. Like, you close it and then it gets like sort of stuck, and you gotta like really force it closed.
I see.
Yeah. So it looks like Lambo is like really significantly ahead, but because he is like a minute 40 ahead in terms of the timer,
yep,
or a minute 20-ish, like he's actually not that far ahead, I don't think. If ahead at all. Like, how many maps are there in left for Bill? There's what is it? Crazy Box. Then is it straight onto Potatoes?
Let me check real quick.
I think so. I can't think of anything else that's in between the two.
Let's load. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Crazy Box and Potatoes. Then Propulsion Intro, Propulsion Flick, and then Conversion Intro and 3 gels. Only not that many maps in Chapter 7. Ooh, LamboLord on my personal favorite map, at least in challenge mode.
Yeah,
a fairly easy route in my opinion. You literally just jump and scroll. It's super easy.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to scroll.
Either way,
yeah, go ahead.
Either way, he is a fun thing. So he's going to be flinging through that portal, and then he's going to be scrolling his mouse. And basically, because the surface is angled and the way he walks onto it, you just keep on jumping and building up speed off the blue gel. And that lets you just fling across the gap that you normally wouldn't be able to fling across and make it straight to the end of the level. Another thing you saw on Potatoes, you saw this earlier from Lambo's screen, but we didn't really mention it. On Bill's screen, you saw he just like shot at a wall, and the portal went to the other side of the wall and went onto a surface. Basically, this game has placement helpers. They try to make it so you place in the middle of surfaces. But sometimes, like in that case, the placement helpers just extend slightly too far, and you can just shoot through a fucking wall. Ooh, no. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a wall. No word before.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, let's see. No, that didn't happen.
Stay hydrated, folks. That's the important thing to note.
Uh-huh.
It's very windy outside.
About to see the reportal hopefully on. There, Propulsion Intro.
Yeah.
Employee retention, however, has not.
You know, it was pretty windy outside where I live as well.
No way, you live with me? What the hell?
Wow. Yeah,
Dude, I never do.
Yeah, I'm just camped outside your house.
That's neat.
You're literally being stalked by an American speedrunner.
At least it's not
not somebody. Yeah, at least it's not somebody more malicious. You know, I am the least of your worries right now. Let me tell you.
Oh no, that makes me mildly concerned.
Oh,
Only mildly though, not significant.
Bill Play getting a. He actually did the CM or ACM route. So I'm not sure if it's any faster than the normal CM route, or the one that myself or Zype do.
I couldn't see what did he do? Did he do like the super reportal?
Yep. Or I suppose it isn't like a save load sort of super portal, but
No, it's not a save load one, but it is still a super reportal.
yeah.
Yeah. So basically, by getting yourself stuck in a certain way in that wall, you can reportal multiple times and end up flinging across the gap there. By doing that, so yeah, like you get stuck on the wall and you just reportal a few times, you build up a ton of velocity, and then you make it across.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically how it works. In the short explanation, Lambo messed up a reportal on conversion intro there a few times as well, but it's not super significant.
Mm-hmm. One thing that was interesting is that his portal gun or view model wasn't showing. Also on the subject. Oh yeah,
Sorry.
it still isn't. Yeah, but also on the subject of view models, we see Bill Play, just a matter of preference, but going with a non-standard view model.
Yeah.
No real advantages or disadvantages. It's just a feel thing. You'll see sometimes CS:GO players they'll have some changed view model settings. I use default, but I understand. Sometimes there's just slight things that you want to change.
Yeah. It looks like Lambo's ahead, but I actually can confirm for a fact now that Bill is in fact ahead in terms of game time.
Yeah.
So you see Lambo having some trouble getting gel in the right spot there. That's because he needs the gel to be directly under him. Because basically what he's going to be trying to do here is get a stuck launch. So by moving himself out and then in, he can get himself where he's falling, but at a very slow speed. But the rate that he's falling doesn't actually matter because the game doesn't actually check for that. It just checks for like how long you're falling in the short hand, like in the way that you can think of it. Sorry. And yeah, so because it only checks there, you can build up a ton of speed, like a lot of speed, very very quickly, and bounce back up with the blue gel and just fling the other level. So like because you'll be stuck there. He's falling very slowly, but he's falling for a long period of time, so he gets a ton of speed.
So an interesting question from Srold, that's how you pronounce it. Most top runners have plus 2,000 hours at least.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, to be good, usually most players that are good have more than 1,000 hours. So
I think like the sorry, no, I shouldn't talk.
Yeah, so a player like Jetwash has about 3,500 hours. Zype has 5,000 hours. I have 4,400 or 4,200 hours. Kluger has around the same. So many of the top runners have several thousand hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say in terms of like, runners that you consider like top or at least close to top. I think Gold Dust is probably the one with the least amount of hours. If you consider him top level, I would at least for full game runs.
Yeah, I suppose when I mean top level, I mean in terms of skill.
Yeah.
Like overall skill.
Either way, Gold Dust has I think about 700 hours.
Yeah, there are some players. Oh wait, looks like Lambo has actually. So he's attempted the stuck launch. He didn't get it, but also I believe that Bill is ahead actually.
Yeah, Bill's ahead. If he didn't make any really big mistakes, he's ahead.
Yeah, and both of them going for the second stuck launch in 3 gels. Lambo getting it finally after a couple save loads, but Bill going for it now, messing it up. Yep. And during that time, I crushed up some Doritos to enjoy. 27 viewers, not bad.
I'm still concerned about the way you eat Doritos. I'm not going to lie to you.
Why is there concern? I don't understand.
I don't know if it's a legitimate. I don't know if I consider it good. I don't know whether I trust it. I think it just makes you a less trustworthy person.
You say you can't trust me because I eat crushed Doritos with a spoon?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Honestly, that's some discriminatory. That's a discriminatory remark.
You know what? Bill Play is bouncing off a blue tube.
Whoa! It isn't too. It isn't blue. It has blue gel in it.
It has blue parts on it.
But yeah, but the tube isn't blue.
It has blue signs on it.
You know you're wrong.
All the time.
Gray is a type of blue.
This itch.
Shut your mouth.
Either way, yeah. You can bounce up that tube because the tube has blue gel in it. Blue gel is bouncy gel. Tube bounce.
What
Thanks,
a,
Val. Very good.
What an eloquent and thorough explanation. Honestly, Wilbo is an orator of the a true orator of our generation.
It's true.
Why don't you just keep solving this test? Say what? And I can just watch you solve
It is pretty
Yeah, so-
hilarious how stupid Wheatley is. I mean, he is supposed to be stupid, but I think he is literally the intelligence dampening sphere or core.
I don't know whether I believe that he's the intelligence dampening sphere. Okay,
No,
Mister.
he literally is. Read the wiki. I mean,
No.
literally is.
I know it's said that he is in the game, all right, but I don't trust the game. All right, it's throwing you through a loop. All right, look. Let me
Honestly?
tell you,
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Drop it.
Wheatley's a masterclass manipulator. Okay, he manipulated his way into the single top power position of the Aperture Science Facility. All right, that's how intelligent Wheatley is. Okay.
When you said top masterclass manipulator, I thought you were talking about Hunter x Hunter, but then I realized anime's bad.
Yeah, I don't know anime.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also a manga, comic. Comics are cool. You know, like the Sonic Archie comics, or what?
No, it's alright. It's alright.
or Green Lantern. I've only read like one Green Lantern comic. My friend got it for
No, sorry. I shouldn't have watched. I was.
Star Trek comics. Those are pretty good.
test myself out of smaller tests that I found.
It's a Portal comic. Have you read it?
Buttons, got funnels.
I'm eating, so sorry, but
You mean a Portal cut? What? I don't know what that is.
I said a Portal comic, but you can
yes.
misinterpret my words.
Oh yeah. I'll misinterpret all day. A Portal comic. I believe there is. Yeah.
Yeah, the Batman.
Yeah. I've read that. Pretty good.
Yeah. Nah. He's the true lore of okay, few gamers. He's what Wheatley is. Baster told me his theory, and I'm along with it. Baster's correct. Only time I'll ever say that. He's wrong in everything else, including his opinion on my Mel world record. It's horribly off. He said that Wheatley is not in fact stupid, but he just is programmed to exclusively do the worst things possible for the Aperture Science Facility, and for GLaDOS in particular.
A theory perhaps without much basis, but I'll take it.
I'm telling you, Wheatley's too smart. Alright? He does bad things for the facility. And for GLaDOS.
Let's see. Lambo on wall button, trying to using a similar glitch to the laser switch glitch. If you activate a button, that activates the door. And if you press up against the door, then you'll be able to go through the door. Similar to the laser switch glitch, just different in execution. Oh, you should explain crouch fly glitch.
Yeah, we forgot about that.
Yeah.
So, you see how the players flying around. That's because they entered a funnel and they got to 0 velocity and then crouched. And what that does is that means that they can literally just have gravity not affect them. We might be thinking, well, if gravity doesn't affect them, then how can they move up and down? Well, I'm glad you asked. When you're walking on the ground, to start off with, crouch fly glitch essentially just doesn't matter at all. Because you're on the ground, you can just go up and down normally. When you're in the air, though, you can only go down from ramping off surfaces, putting objects on your head. Yeah. And that's it. The other thing to note is you can also move up by jumping. That's the other method you can move up. Yeah. So, the crouch fly glitch is pretty significant. You also saw... Actually, we'll just talk about when Bill got sweat because we missed it.
Yeah. But you can get yourself into real trouble if you aren't careful doing the excursive funnel glitch or crouch fly glitch, CFG or EFG, depending on preference. Because you can, if you have a ceiling that you run into, and there are no angled surfaces for you to slope yourself down onto for you to move vertically, then you have to restart basically, since there's no way to get yourself down unless you find a way to deactivate the glitch. But I believe it's kept if you have it in between loads or if you save load with it.
So, speaking of losing the glitch, there are a few different methods for losing the glitch. Start off with, you've got on the map you get it, you can just crouch or uncrouch again, and that'll lose the glitch.
Mm-hmm.
But because if you just don't do that before and get to a load, after the load, you have to enter another funnel to lose the glitch. That's the only method. So yeah. So sometimes you can get yourself stuck, you can get soft locked, all kinds of stuff like that.
Alright. Bill Play going for the great shot, as it's called. That's GRATE.
Also known as portal cut.
No!
Portal _ big cut.
Not.
Yeah, it is.
Lame meme and you know it. You're a hack.
Whoa! Okay!
Whoa!
That's a claim right there, Mitzer. You do not want to start this fight, okay?
Mitzer? Is that what you say? Oh, you say Mr.
Mr. the Kess.
Oh, I couldn't hear you stumbling over your own words. The shock of somebody telling you the truth about Gonzo.
The truth? Mr. You've lost. I've lost all respect for you. Next, you're gonna tell me LamboLord24 doesn't mean anything.
Oh boy, I got a surprise for you. What we're seeing now is Lambo gently laying the cube down, angling it so that the laser hits the receptacle. Very precise, although certainly manageable. And the door closes on Bill.
I know. So, I don't know if I can continue this commentary.
What? Oh, are you in shock?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
A little bit. I feel like I've been abused.
Maybe a little bit,
Emotionally and physically. Gonzo is part of me. And
that is not
physically hurt Gonzo. I have a Gonzo mask next to me. I wear it every Tuesday.
That is
to school.
Weird.
The kids bully me, but I won't let them tell me otherwise. I know Gonzo will care for me.
Allegedly.
I know. They can't hurt me. I'm under the protection of Gonzo. He is the big cut.
Wow.
Wow.
Shoutouts to the image known as Gonzo _ big dash cut.
Bill Play dying on Stop the Box. It's not something that you want to see. You have to, if you place the cube on there, you have to get out there quickly. You can't really hesitate on putting the cube on the button, or else you'll be targeted, killed.
It's a shame the Bill is slow.
Mm-hmm. Butterfingers.
Shoutouts to Goodigo, the man who knows where the term Butterfingers was invented. I'm not quite sure.
No idea. I couldn't tell you.
I've heard that he knows though.
Yeah. No surprise there.
There are rumors that it originated from Spider-Man 2. I've heard some people say Star Wars. I've heard some people say that Goodigo himself invented the term.
That would be a twist.
Fun fact, all of the people I just mentioned were Goodigo.
Let's see. Lambo on finale 1. The first of 4 finales. Although I suppose that sounds contradictory since the finale is usually the last, but yet we are here.
Like, we We make our finales last, okay?
Yeah.
All 4 of them.
Yeah. If you're Fleischer, you might have a finale 5. If you're Kluger, you might even have a finale 6.
I don't understand what this means.
The runner Fleischer, have you heard of him?
I have not.
He's a
Is
former
he an old
runner.
boy? Old
Yeah,
boy,
his name is Ben. He was a runner. And he made a montage that he hyped up a lot. Portal 2 CM and B-Hop and custom map montages were a much bigger deal in the past. So he made one called Finale 5, and it wasn't very good. Actually, much of it was bad. I mean, it was what's the word? I mean, the music selection wasn't that excellent. The clips, the editing wasn't very good. But it's sort of heralded as a meme, at least between the old boys, I suppose. And he called it Finale 5, which is a reference to there only being 4 finales in Portal 2. And what's the most interesting thing about this video, of course, is that he said it was going to be his last montage because he was getting ready to quit doing Portal 2. Now, people used to publicly quit Portal 2. Maybe it's because of the average age was around 15 or 16 at that time, but it was a little bit more dramatic in those days. And what he did, and he later justified this as a way to really, excommunicate himself from the community. But the CM runs that he put were all done offline, and and I believe all of them were world record. And it was found out later by Jet Wash and a runner named Jesus TF2 that they were all cheated as well. and he basically said that he cheated so that he could, really isolate himself from the community.
Seems good.
Which most of us, the majority of us, saw as a load of baloney.
Careful with your language. So.
Yeah, but as a reference to the meme known as Finale 5, Kluger made a video called Finale 6, which was a collection of personal bests, mostly records. I think all records almost of challenge mode co-op maps. So, leaving 100. That's excellent. That is excellent meme that you've done there. So LamboLord finally getting past Finale 2. No, Finale 1. Wait.
That was a fantastic Finale 2, yeah.
Well, it wasn't quite fantastic. He did die literally twice to the turrets. But
I just wanted to say that I really appreciated that episode of Behind the Meme.
Which episode of Behind? I don't really watch that channel, so.
I was saying that you just explained a meme very thoroughly.
Oh,
I was making a joke. Yeah. I mean, it was a good one.
Here's the thing, though. Behind the Meme's pretty normie. So I
know. Yeah, I was just making a joke.
Oh wait, is that part of the? How dare you?
No, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Associating me with the likes of Behind the Meme.
I'm sorry, man. You're the guy who. What did you say about Gonzo? You want to remind everybody what you said about Gonzo? Okay.
Anyone who purports Gonzo as a meme is a hack and a liar. Sorry. There it is.
God damn it, man. Oof. You make me angry.
I hope so.
You actually sicken me.
Somebody clip that. Okay.
Yo, I heard that they're making Portal 5. Does anybody have any Portal 5 hype though?
Oh shoot, I'm not subscribed to this.
I actually don't think I am either.
Dang it.
Hold on. I'll subscribe right now. Hold up. Give me a second, boys. One second.
But just in case it isn't, I am actually going to have to kill you, as discussed earlier. So let's call that 3 minutes.
Hold on.
Break, but we should leave allegedly 2 minutes.
No, there have already been 4 Portal games that are official. There was Portal 1, Portal 2, the Lego Portal thing, and of course, who could forget Bridge Constructor Portal. 4 Portal games, all official.
Come on.
They're the 4 official Portal games.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also Portal Stories Mel, which is of course a very good game.
Yeah.
Did you know something about that game actually? Here's a fun fact for you.
Hey, one thing about 4.
I have Portal Stories Mel world record.
Yes, he is. You know what? Both of us are world record holders.
It's true.
Actually. But speaking of 4, which you were saying earlier, Lambo is on Finale 4, and perhaps that's cause for celebration. Because he's about to be finishing this run very soon.
Yeah, it's actually still gonna be close to actually who wins though, because Bill is 2 minutes behind in game time, 3 minutes behind. So I actually don't know who's gonna win. It's gonna be tight.
Warning. Core corruption at 50%. Vent system compromised. Neurotoxin off.
Yeah, I'll try and
In 4 minutes.
work out exactly where. Ooh, it's actually really close. This is gonna be a tight one, boys. This isn't gonna come down to the seconds. I am telling you right here, my gamers, my friends, my comrades.
Warning. Core
It's gonna be close.
5%. Reactor explosion timer destroyed. Reactor explosion uncertainty emergency.
See,
So
just,
Lambo is.
taking some. Sorry for being so silent. I was taking some time to clip the intense moment that we had not too long ago,
Which one?
where I yelled at anyone who ports Gonzo was a memes to hack an alliance.
Oh, okay.
And
I don't-
and yeah, let me just post that in the let me just post that in the Portal 2 Discord. There should be a way. I believe there is some function of submitting clips. Oh, okay. Send it to us using the clip command. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Corrupted core. Are you ready to start?
What's with the fight? So,
Answer as yes.
so basically the runners are speed running the fight, and how they're doing that is they're using something called bomb preserve. The flight thing. Oh, the flight thing.
Yeah.
Fight. Go ahead.
Yeah. Basically, at this point, they had crouch in a funnel, and that gives them a glitch called crouch fly glitch, where gravity basically just doesn't affect them. So the only way they can go up up and down is by ramping off things, jumping, and walking on the ground and going up. So that's this. Either way, Lambert's going to be going for a trick called early moonshot. Basically, the moon opens 0.1 seconds before you lose control. Never mind, he didn't go for it.
Well, oh, he didn't. Oh. But you finish this 109.27.63. So.
I think Bill's on pace to win.
Yeah,
he definitely is.
Win.
Bill's on pace.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Even though he's,
This is going to be close wins. If Bill has a bad fight, okay.
Yeah.
No, most of the time, you think, oh, you can't lose time on Finale 4. Most of it's an auto-scroll. Well, I'll have you know, I had 3 PBs in a row where I lost over a minute. Okay, actually 40 seconds to a minute to Finale 4. So, yeah, that's my brag. That's my main.
I switched the audio to Bill, but it isn't doing it yet.
Just don't worry about it. That's not a big deal.
Yeah. But anyway,
Either way.
Lambo has been marked as done.
And wait, but did that put him as the winner though? Because we marked him as done first.
Yeah.
Oh, we can undone him though. So yeah, we might have to undo him and then
Oh.
chuck on
Undone.
Bill first. It doesn't matter for the moment. We'll see.
Well, I mark Lambo as done. Okay. Looks like Lambo doesn't want to do an interview. His choice, of course.
Yeah, that's all good. Yeah. So you see how Bill's got 2 bombs juggling there? That's what's called a bomb preserve. Basically, you can preserve bomb from one section of the fight to the next section.
Wait.
By
Oh, sorry. Go
by
ahead.
just having them loop through portals. It's all good.
Wait, Srold, it seems that you are worst player in or you have the alias worst player, let me clarify, in the Portal 2 Discord. I had no idea that was you. Okay.
He is the worst player.
No, that's me. Sorry.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Either that or Zype.
Yeah, Zappy well known for being a bad player.
Yeah, Zype's on it. Zype's like the worst player in the Discord. I don't like he's so bad.
Yeah.
He's
Case
so-
against Zappy just for being so bad.
It's on. It's all just Lizard. It's all Shane doing all his runs, and nobody's known all his time. Zephyr does nothing by himself.
So, Bill had some issues there. We accidentally put his portal too close to Wheatley and ramped off him, meaning that he lost a bit of time grabbing the pink core, the fact core there. Hopefully that doesn't come into play. I think he still should be on pace to win. It's... Yep. If you want to learn a speedrun, you just gotta commit yourself to it, man. It's not like something that you just have the skill to do. It just takes a lot of practice.
That might be close.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be close. I think I might come down to early moonshot. Oh, this is gonna be close. So there's a glitch here where the moon opens 0.1 seconds early. If he can land this shot on the moon early, oh, I think he's got it either way.
Yeah, he has enough time.
Yeah, okay, he did not get it, but he's got enough time. Ooh, that one was a close one, boys. I think that's gonna be one of the closest runs in the race in the 20 so far.
There was one between Gaming and Baby First that was also quite close, but this one was even closer. And so that looks like that's a PB. Actually, due to the yellow, is that a goal? Or on
I don't think that the timer goes gold on gold. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Anyway. Either way, it's a PB though. But that is incredibly close. 15 seconds difference between the two players in a 1 hour long run.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Good. So I suppose
if we let the ending music go on, then the VOD gets muted though. So,
oh yeah.
So maybe no.
All right, I'm going to send Bill a link to this Discord so that he can do an interview.
Yeah. Now, just quickly before Bill gets here, let's just run through quickly what we've got on in terms of the Portal 2 tournament over the next day or so. So, in about how long is that? 10 hours, we've got a match between myself and Recount on Speed Gaming 1. You guys want to tune into that one if you're available?
Yeah, you can view the schedule. There are places where you can view the schedule. But now we have our guest, Bill _play3, the Brazilian runner, Corralho.
Hi.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Let's. Sorry about that.
Excuse me. What is even going on here?
Nothing.
Good question.
I was just making a stupid joke. Anyways.
Now, Bill. First question.
Whoa! First.
All right. No. Okay. No. I don't need to say congratulations, Bill. You know. You just game time. You completely destroyed Lambo. Not even a contest.
Slow your roll.
It was not close. Want to point out, I was going for you the entire time, Mr. Kess over here, saying it's Lambo's gonna win. No.
I mean, it was close. Come on.
Nah. Absolutely destroyed. Good job, Bill.
It was good job. Go ahead.
I was big sweating the majority of of the run.
Yeah.
Big sweat.
Was
that a PB though for you?
Yeah, I PB'd by holy shit, speaking.
Yeah. Less than 1 minute.
You can do it.
About 50 seconds. Or wait, no. Yeah.
It's 1 minute 7 seconds.
Okay. Very nice.
I had to PB by over a minute to win. That's how much Lambo made me sweat.
Yeah. So I suppose that means that it was a good competitive race. It was quite tight. The race.
Yeah, like it was back and forth in many parts.
Yeah.
Now, here's the big question for you. Did you hear what Kess here said regarding Gonzo?
I kinda he was talking about the category. Then he was like, wait, something ring, right?
He said Gonzo isn't funny, and anybody that uses Gonzo as a meme is a fraud.
I think basically, yeah.
That's a bold statement to say the least.
It actually makes me sick to the bone.
Yeah, I mean, I mainly placed that Gonzo there to appeal the commentators, and I guess I kind of
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do enjoy like the Sonic, like beholding the ring thing.
Oh, you like that meme? Wow. Okay.
Well, it's funny. Shut your mouth.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I like the
Like-
memes that you had.
Oh yeah,
That you
the
inserted with the
the-
text
Didn't like the goddamn Gonzo meme, did you?
because it's lame.
Oh God.
I mean, for future runs, I plan on getting more memes, maybe
Ooh.
even audio memes. So
Ooh.
stay tuned.
Yeah, the issue is audio modding in Portal 2 is hard.
I mean, I
It's
think
dumb.
I think I know how to do what I want to do. So
Like I used to have an audio mod that made my portal gun sound when I shot a portal. It would play Despacito, like the Despacito part of Despacito, where they say Despacito.
Come on.
But I had to remove that mod because occasionally it would just start making this really annoying squeaking sound. So and I didn't know how to fix that.
well, I'm gonna
Thanks
change
to
it,
Lucas
like a-
for making that mod.
but like I'm gonna change it in dialogue, so it's not gonna be a problem throughout the whole game.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
a single.
Yeah, I've got some ideas to change some dialogue. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have some concepts as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. But dude, the portal background, how it looks like Sonic, that's my favorite meme that I have right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it's excellent because it just looks like a random like a normal portal texture until you actually look at it. It's like, wait. I like
it's
that.
great, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought
So, yeah.
I threw the race on funnel catch. That was just scary.
Yeah. You did also die on what is it, bridge intro.
Oh yeah, but that one was like
Yeah, not too bad. I
it
suppose
lasts.
it is somewhat common, I think, for people to die on bridge intro. It's easy to miss the second bridge.
yeah. But well, I'm glad I got a PB out of this.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
Overall-
crazy.
Yeah, you had some good moments. I thought your movement was good, and I thought you looked like you were pretty consistent, or fairly consistent, as well. So yeah,
Yeah,
it
I've
was
been playing quite a bit.
it was a good run to watch. Yeah, you do look like you have been playing, which is good.
Yeah. If you honestly like your next match is against Pero, and normally like would be saying like there's not much of a chance that you're gonna win, but I think you can do it just because Pero is like rusty as hell.
Well,
Yeah, but like last match, Peru got like 105, I think. If he keeps
Yeah,
that,
but
he would need to throw really bad, and I would need to play really well.
I don't think Pero throwing is something that's that far out of the question. I'm not gonna lie to you though.
Mm.
all right.
like not.
So, come,
I'm just saying, man. I respect Pero. Okay. You don't respect Gonzo. I don't respect Pero. This is the way it goes.
all right. So, do we have any more questions for Bill? Do you have anything more?
Yeah. What's your Hold on. Let me think here. Let me think. Which? Okay. Here's a question I have for you.
Let's keep
Right.
it short.
What world record do you think it means more? Okay. Do you think Mel world record or Prop Fling's world record?
I think it's Prop Catch by Funk Pie. He's my idol. So
That's true. That is a good world record. I have to.
Bold answer. Anything else, Willow?
No, I think that's about it.
All right. So that'll be it from us. Willow is my partner. I am Kess, of course, and the person who won was Bill. Play 3. Perhaps the next time that we commentate, we will be able to teach Willow some interviewing skills.
Hey, I had some great
But,
questions
hey,
here.
hey, you have no platform to speak. I'm just kidding. So yeah.
Don't you go saying things ever.
Anyway,
Just don't talk.
all right. So I mean, that's it from us. As far as I'm aware. Yeah.
Follow both the runners on Twitch very quickly,
Mhm.
and follow Kess and myself as well.
Mhm.
Check out all the Speed Gaming channels. I don't know if there's a command to show them. The Speed Gaming 1, the Speed Gaming, Gaming 2 through to 6.
Mhm.
And there's also a French and a German, a lot of languages. There's other language channels as well you can follow. And there's lots of fun speedrun races done on those channels if you guys are interested in that.
Yeah, Speed Gaming 4 is doing Super Mario Bros. 3, and Speed Gaming 5 is doing something.
And Speed Gaming 3 is also doing Super Mario Bros. 3.
Oh, okay, hold up. Speed
Yeah,
Gaming
and
5
yes,
is doing something else. But yeah.
A Link to the Past randomizer, yeah.
Oh, that's what that means.
Anyway, thank you all for tuning in to this fantastic race. It was a close one. It was a good one. Congrats to Bill for the W. Any final departing words?
No.
Anything
Okay.
for the Brazilian fans in the chat? I think there was one.
Was there?
I think so.
I mean, there
Maybe.
was 2 fans that I saw, but none of them were Brazilian. But
Oh, okay.
shout outs to my huge.
I suppose I
Alright.
just assumed that they were.
Wow,
much.
racist.
Shut your mouth.
Come on, bro. Anyway.
Yeah, come on, friend the chat. We've overstayed our welcome. Come on.
Alright, thank you everybody. Bill, Lambo, and of course, Cass for the commentary and for the race, the other two. That's it. Goodbye all.
Bye.
Goodbye.